Hey everybody, welcome back to Your Guitar Story, yourguitarstory.com. Thanks for joining once again. I'm back here, Maisie's back, right? And today we're going to be talking about the knockaround guitar, right? The one that everybody keeps around the house that, I don't know, maybe it's not that nice. It's seen some battle scars. The kids play it. You know, we don't really clean it. We don't keep up with it a whole lot. I think we all kind of have one. If you don't, you know, one day you might, but I know I do. It's this one right here, and we're going to talk about it. And again, before anything else, please like and subscribe to the channel if you're watching this. I'd really appreciate it. And here we go, Knockaround Guitars. All right, so here we are, the Knockaround guitar, right? So let's talk about it a little bit. This one in particular is an Olympia by Tacoma. It is a OD8CE, which from best I can tell, it's like a dreadnought style cutaway. It does have electronics in it. I never really used it for that. I was going to at one point when I got the guitar, but then I didn't. Brand new. I've had it since brand new. I think I got it early 2000s, so 2000, 02, 1, 2, 3, somewhere in there. So it's been around for, 20 years plus. And it's had some good times. It's had some bad times. I learned a lot of stuff on it. But, it's got some dings and scratches, and I'll do a camera roll of it so you guys can see it all. But it's fallen down some steps. But, the whole story behind this, is really not so much about this particular guitar. And we'll listen to it and hear it. It really isn't a bad sounding guitar. The idea is, do we all have one of these kind of knockaround style guitars, right? And I'm curious to hear what everybody else has, right? So, some of us may have one that's a little nicer, but maybe it's just fallen into disrepair and it's kind of become that guitar. Some of us have one that... has always kind of been for that purpose, right? Like this is the one, I don't care if my kids play it. I don't really care if it gets knocked over. I don't want it to break or anything like that. I don't put strings on it too often. I don't know how old these ones that are on it are, but they've been on there a while. I did replace the B string at one point because it sits in my bedroom most of the time, and that string just popped out of nowhere when I came home from a trip, and it was sitting there with a broken B string and nobody had touched it. So it was pretty funny. This thing, I'll tell you what, it served me well over the last, 20 so years. When I need a guitar to pick up and just mess around with, it's always there. And I will say this for this guitar, it's never been set up. I haven't changed anything that came from the factory. It's been pretty much the same. It's the only thing I've done to it is put strings on it and maybe a slight tweak of the truss rod. And to be quite honest, it stays in tune pretty well, and it really doesn't sound that bad. Having a decent pick really helps. My kids actually got me this one right here, and I don't know if you can read what that says, but it says, "Couldn't pick a better daddy." Right, and I was like, oh, that's cute, right? But then my daughter insisted that I use this pick, and it actually sounds pretty good with the wooden pick. But typically, I use these Dunlop Primetone 1.5s for acoustic playing. But at any rate, yeah, so this is it. Let's take a look at it in more detail. I'll talk about some of the scuffs and scratches on it, and then let's listen to it and see what it sounds like. All right, so here it is, right, in a little bit nicer light. There's some dirt and grime on this thing. I mean, just check it out right there. The fret wear, right? You can see I didn't clean it up for this or anything. I just wanted to leave it as it was, right? You can see it collects dust. That's what happens. The back, some nice scratches and everything on this guitar, right? Here's where it fell down the steps right here. So it's seen some battle scars for sure, right? But I mean, all in all, it's yellowed over the years. If I took this, I don't even know when I put this on there. I was probably 10, 15 years ago. Somebody gave me a Dogfish Head sticker and I stuck it on this guitar for some reason. Beats me. At any rate, but yeah, the binding has yellowed. I mean, it's starting to age a little bit, for kind of a cheapy guitar. It's, it's still kind of doing that aging thing where, it doesn't look quite as new as it used to. But, that being said, it's kind of, like I said, been Old Faithful. So, but yeah, I just thought I'd give you a good look at some of the wear and everything on the guitar. I mean, look at that thing. Dusty. It's gross. Right? So, but it's cool. It's a knockaround guitar. If we drop it, right? As long as it doesn't break, pick it up, keep playing it. All right, let's hear how it sounds. All right, so there you have it. The Olympia by Tacoma Guitars, right? We got to hear it. You got to see how kind of dusty and grimy this thing is. But, the question is it better than some of the stuff I have sitting around here? Is it better than that Martin? Is it better than the one that's hanging on this wall? No, it's not, right? It doesn't sound as good as those guitars. It really doesn't play as well. However, it really doesn't play that bad. And I'll tell you what it is great for is I keep it in my bedroom. If I have an idea when I'm upstairs and I'm not down here in my workspace, I can always grab this guitar and kind of work it out. Whether it be something that I'd like to write on the electric, something that, is an acoustic tune, whatever. This guitar is always there for me. I play this guitar to my daughter every night before bed, right? And you know what? It's just there. Right? It's always great to have. I don't care if it gets a scratch on it. I don't care if the kids play with it, right? So long as they don't break it and it doesn't fall downstairs and actually break, I really don't care, right? So, yeah, again, tell me in the comments, what's your knockaround guitar, right? Do you want to send me some pictures of it? Go to yourguitarstory.com. There's a contact me on there. You can send me, you want to come on and talk about a knockaround guitar. You want to talk about something that you've got that's a little better. Again, I'm always looking for great guitar stories. I want to hear your guitar stories. That's what this channel was really developed for. So, I'm kind of filling in some of the blanks for right now. I do have some cool stuff coming down the line, so hopefully we'll get together and do those things. Sometimes it's a little tough because I got to do a lot of stuff via Zoom and whatnot. So, but hey, go play your knockaround guitar. Let your kids strum on it with a pick and wail the heck out of it, right? Who cares, right? It's a lot of fun to have around. And like and subscribe as always. Catch you next video. See you, everybody.